Do something. Decent fish. There's something. Pretty good fish. There's one. What is up, guys? Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're not. First of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to all my subscribers who have gotten me to the point I'm at now. I am almost at 2,000 subs and I'm trying real hard to hit 2K. So if you guys aren't subscribed yet and you enjoy this video or you just like my content in general, please consider hitting that subscribe button or also liking and commenting. Any of that engagement helps me out a ton and I really appreciate all of it. But with that being said, it has been quite a while since I made some custom soft plastics and put out a video with those. So in today's video, my plan is to make some custom soft plastic creature baits and go out and try to catch some fish with them. If you're interested in seeing me catch some fish with some hand-poured, handmade soft plastics, go ahead, stick around, stay tuned, and check out the video. Okay guys, I've already got this plaster mold made up, which is a pretty simple process. You basically just make a clay sculpture of the bait you want, and that clay sculpture is called a master. And then people use different kinds of containers for it, but in my case I use a Tupperware container. So you just lay that sculpture down flat in the bottom of the Tupperware container, and then you use plaster of Paris, and you just mix a 2 parts plaster to 1 part water mixture up. Pour it over that sculpture and then you let it dry and cure, and then you end up with a decent little bait mold. So that's what I've got here, and now I just need to cut up some plastic to remelt and pour it into the mold and wait a little while for it to dry and we'll have a bait. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now that I've got a good bit of plastic cut up in this measuring cup, we just pop it in the microwave for about 2 minutes, stir it up a little, and then we pour the bait. Make sure you throw a glove on if you're using Pyrex type glass like I am, because it's going to be hot when you pull it out of the microwave. But about 2 minutes should melt down your plastic pretty well, which as you can see it has. Stir it up a little bit with a butter knife. Just make sure everything's nice and melted uniform. Also be sure to do this in a well ventilated area because these plastics are toxic and they do smoke a little bit when you melt them. Alright, should be pretty much ready to pour. Now we just wait for that to cool down and dry, pull it out, and we'll have some nice soft plastics. Alright guys, it is quite a bit later the same day now, but I decided to get a bunch of these baits poured, and I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. They're pretty basic baits, they don't have a ton of textures or character to them, but just a nice little creature slash beaver style bait. Got little tiny kickers on the end of the claws there, and I think they'll do pretty well. So got 6 of them made up, and I think we're about ready to get out and catch some fish with them now. All right, guys, I'm out here at this local lake now with the custom creature bait I just poured, and I'm gonna get it out there and see if I can catch some fish with it. There we go. All right. All right, guys, this might not be a monster, but it is a pretty decent one, and that is a great way to kick things off with the new custom creature bait. Hell yeah. Things were a little slow at that lake this morning, so I decided to drive over to this brackish canal spot and try my luck over here for a little bit. There's one. All right. Whew. Buddy, chill. All right, guys, that's another decent bass on the custom creature bait. Probably just about the same size as that first one we caught with it. Not too bad at all. Just gonna drop her in. There she goes. There's something. Pretty good fish. Oh, get one of them weeds. There we go. Oh, what? It's a big, big cichlid. Huh. Not what I was expecting, but I'll take it. This might not be the bass I was after, but this is a very big and a very hard fighting cichlid, so still a pretty cool catch. It's the next night now, and it is a cool breezy night, and I'm out at a spot that's got a couple ponds to fish from, so let's see how we do in these ponds with the custom creature bait tonight. On one. All right, decent bass. But he choked it pretty good too. Well, guys, it took me quite a while to get it done tonight, but this is the best bass so far on the custom creature bait. Beautiful fish. Not the chunkiest, but real nice and long. Awesome catch. There it is. I'm pretty sure this is the one I missed earlier. Feels like a decent fish too. Oh, what? Monster tilapia. Well guys, it's not a bass, but this is one of the biggest tilapias I've ever caught. I'm pretty sure it's my PB tilapia actually. I don't have a tape measure or scale on me, but this thing is a absolute freaking giant. What a monster of a tilapia. I think I'm actually gonna hang on to this one though, because this is a pretty small pond and this is a massive breeder tilapia. So I'd rather not see this pond get even more infested with tilapia. So not really my favorite fish to eat, but I'm gonna keep this one and probably cook it up, I guess. It's one more day later now, guys, and I'm out at this canal spot that I had pretty good luck fishing with some store-bought creature baits last time I was here. So I'm gonna try out these custom creatures and see if we do any good with these out here today. No way. That was cool. Not a huge bass, but I was hung up on a palm frond and my bait was dangling in the water while I was trying to bounce it off that frond, and this little bass hammered it. That was really neat. All right, guys, first bass of the day is nothing too big, but at least it's a start. There's one. Well, I haven't been at it for too long today, and that's already 2 bass right around the same size, so can't complain about that. It's a few more days later now, and I'm out at a different pond tonight, and this pond has been pretty productive lately, so let's throw this custom creature bait around and see if we could catch a few bass here tonight. There's something. Decent fish. All right. Oh, buddy, come on. Well, technically just landed that one. popped off once I had it up out of the water. Well guys, it sucks that fish popped off the hook the way it did, but it was a nice fish, probably a good 2-pounder at least, and it hit both my foot and the bank before it got back in the water, so I'm counting it as a catch. But let's get this custom creature back out there and see what else we can catch with it. There's a nice fish straight ahead of me there. I'm gonna send it out there and see if I can get that fish to bite. Oh! Oh my gosh! That was crazy. Something just hit this top water. Let's see if I can get that fish to bite again. No way! There it was again. What? It took one of my claws too. Oh my god, and it literally bit a chunk out. What? I've never seen that. That's wild. Let's see if we can get it to bite a third time. There it is. There it is. Oh, it's some kind of cichlid or something. Oh my gosh. I've never caught this kind of fish before. I think it's called like a pacu or something like that. Sharp teeth on it. What the heck? Well, that is different. That's a first for me. Real sharp teeth. No wonder why it took chunks out of it. Alright guys, what an awesome and completely unexpected catch. Very cool fish. These guys I guess are related to piranhas. I don't believe this one's a very big one. I think they get quite a bit bigger, but I didn't even realize these were in here, and I don't think they're very common in Florida or America in general, but really neat fish. It's got some crazy looking teeth on it. I don't know how well you guys can see them, but got some wild teeth on it and super aggressive from the looks of it, but really neat, beautiful looking fish, and I am super happy I got it to bite today. I went ahead and rigged up another one of these creature baits. Now let's get it out there and see what else wants it. There's something. All right, another decent bass. Sheesh, they were fired up tonight. Well, this one's a little bit smaller than that first one I caught that I dropped, but still stoked it bit, and it's still a pretty decent bass. Let's get it back in the water and see if we can catch one or two more before dark. There's one. I heard it thump something near the bank there. Saw the wake from it, so I cast over at the wake. Buddy hammered it. Not again. Nice. Stop this one. All right, decent bass too. I don't know why they keep popping off the hook like that. The hook's brand new, perfectly sharp, so I don't know what the deal is, but we recovered this one at least. All right guys, that is a beautiful bass. Best catch of the night. I mean, that pacu was pretty cool. It was my first one, but I'd say this bass is the biggest fish of the night. Freaking awesome catch. Something hit that the second it landed. Am I on? I'm on. I don't think it's very big, but I'm on one. Yes, sir. Another bass. All right, guys, that's another decent little bass on the custom creature bait. This has actually been an awesome night. I only gave myself probably not even an hour to fish before dark and had some really decent luck. A lot of fun out here tonight. All right, guys, I actually ended up being really happy with the way things went throwing around these custom soft plastic creature baits. I ended up catching a bunch of different fish of a variety of different species, including that red-bellied pacu, which was one of the most interesting fish I've caught in quite a while. Such a crazy little fish, very cool species. But anyway, I couldn't have been happier with the way things went. Caught plenty of fish and a good variety, and that's about all I got to say about it. So thanks for sticking around till the end, guys. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll see you on the water.